Well, so here goes. Been about 6 years. I don't know if statute of limitation runs out on this, but happened in prison. The most violent thing I ever did in prison. Um, so there's this guy named Flyby. He's from Michigan. He shows up at Terre Haute. Um, he's all covered in tattoos and shit. Kind of stocky, kind of flabby dude, but not very tall. Probably about maybe a couple inches taller than me, so short. But anyway, just kind of a. I don't even know how to fucking describe a guy. I wish I had a picture. I think his real name was James Osborne. Right? So anyway, when he gets to the feds, he's telling everybody, "Oh, I'm BIA," which in Michigan state system is a gang, and it's Brothers in Arms. Right? When the feds, nobody's ever heard of that. A few guys, who had actually heard of it that were from Michigan, they're like, yeah, them dudes are all lames. Hey, their words, not mine. So, but that's most information I got about them. That they get ran off every yard they were at. Anyway, so here this guy comes, he's in the feds, he's claiming BIA, but he's trying to hang out with all like the white power guys, the ACs, the ABs, goddamn, SACs. Damn, I forgot there's another dude, the Dirty White Boys. Anyway, he's trying to hang out with all the white power gangs and shit, but they're kind of like, what the fuck's up with this guy? So, being that he's from Michigan, at this time I was the shot caller for the car, so I was responsible for checking paperwork. So it was my obligation to make sure his shit was right. So whenever me and him got together and talked, he was like, well, I'm on gang time, so I'm going to show it to the gang members. All right, fine. You don't want to be on Michigan time, you be on gang time. Cool. That's your choice, If they want to send you on a mission and shit, that's completely your choice. I'm not going to send you on a mission, but, well, hell, maybe I would have. Just depend on things. It was pretty relaxed, actually. We didn't get into much kerfuffles. Anyway, so I asked for his paperwork. He says he's on gang time, so he'd show them. Yeah, whatever. A few days, weeks go by. The dude named Cracker, I can't remember what he was, but some white power gang. I don't mean that dismissively. These were, for the most part, pretty decent dudes. But I really can't think of. Cracker's from Pennsylvania. Can't remember what. Anyway, he comes up and he say, "What's up with your homeboy, man?" I'm like, "What do you mean? He's on gang time." "Well, he ain't showed us his paperwork. He said he's on Michigan time." I'm like, "Well, no, he told me he's on gang time, so." Alright, so there's one pretext there. Here we go with a few more. So again, this dude's from Michigan, so, he gets there. I'm like, "Hey, you want to work out with me? I got this opportunity to get these slots at night on the weight pile. I don't really want them, but if you're serious about working out, man, I'll get them and we'll start hitting it together." He's like, yeah. First night, stood me up. That is a personal thing. There's another little pretext there. Oh, what else happened? Alright, so all this happened over the course of weeks, by the way. So I can't really remember the time frame because in retrospect it happened pretty fast. So the goofy shit about the paperwork, he snubbed me on the weights. I think he did show, he stood me up the first day, second day, maybe showed up the third. But anyway, basically just screwed me over. It was my responsibility to hold these slots down. The way the weight pit worked, at least at Terre Haute, and I'm sure pretty much everywhere, is certain groups have certain equipment at certain times. So, what was this? Back in 2017, I think we had, let's say it was the flat bench on Mondays from 6 to 7. We had the squat rack on Tuesdays from 6 to 7. I think everything was 6 to 7, Monday through Friday. I think on Saturday we had the squat rack as well for doing deadlifts. Anyway, there's like a schedule and a routine in there. Maybe I'll expand on that different. But I'm trying to talk about this dude Flyby here. And all his fuck-ups that led to his demise. So, snub me on the weights, goofy paperwork. This man gets caught in the hallway, passing Suboxone to another inmate. Alright? Both of these guys get locked up on a Friday. Then we're talking Suboxone, drugs in hand. Here you go. Hey, what's that? You know, the cops, right in front of the fucking cops, locked them both up. Got the goddamn evidence right there. This happened on Friday. Them boys got out of the shoe on Monday. So that begs a lot of questions. My friend Troy Hockenberry, you know what happened the one time he got caught with Suboxone? 6 months in the shoe. We thought he was gone, for sure. So, again, really makes you wonder how both these dudes get out so quick. And I don't remember if anybody else got locked up around the same time, you know. Surely could have. You know, surely, oh, I got it from him. You know, it's just pretty suspicious. Getting locked up and just doing the weekend for something as serious as drug possession. Potential, like, introduction charge, because if you take the weight and say, no, it's mine, well, where'd you get it? Oh, you don't say where you fucking got it from. So, just really weird to get out of kind of serious trouble over the weekend. Anyway, that's suspicious in itself. When Flyby gets out of the shoe, that Monday, I got a fucking chicken. Let's see, can we see the chicken? Where's he at? Chicken? Dude, why can I not see it on this fucking camera? Hang on, we gotta show you all got to show you the chicken. Cluck, cluck, motherfuck. What are you doing? What are you doing, you motherfucking chicken? You wanted to be in the video? Alright. No, that was a cute little segue, wasn't it? Anyway, so we got the goofy paperwork. We got the snubbing me on the weight. So that's a personal thing, but the paperwork shit, pretty serious political thing. Snubbing me on weight, personal thing. Going to the shoe, and getting out for some serious shit really quickly. That's pretty serious shit. Oh, when he got out of the shoe, he gets back into the room with his same roommate. I can't remember who it was, some kid from Southern Illinois. Anyway, Flyby comes and tells me and tells a bunch of people in the unit, oh, this motherfucker stole from me. Well, that's a hefty fucking charge. What's that fucking chicken doing? What are you doing, you fucking chicken? Why can I never see him like that? There he is. Anyway, pretty hefty charge accusing a motherfucker of stealing. Like, stealing is punishable by, like, some serious shit in prison. Penitentiary, you'd probably get you killed. Straight up. Yeah. Stealing is a killing offense in the penitentiary. I was at a medium, so it's definitely an ass whooping. So, that's kind of a big political issue there, because Flyby's from Michigan, his roommate's from Southern Illinois, so it's like, oh, alright, we're about to have to fucking smash this kid from Southern Illinois, or, have his people take care of him. Not a problem. So, well, what'd he steal from you? Oh, just some stuff, man, just some stuff's missing out my property. Mind you, this dude's been here weeks, a couple weeks. He ain't got fucking shit, you know what I mean? Some of us, when you're doing years, you accumulate a lot of property. Him, he'd been there a couple weeks. He didn't have shit. So, when all's said and done, this son of a bitch accused his roommate of stealing an open, half-eaten bag of vanilla wafers and some blank commissary lists. This dude, Flyby, wanted to get his fucking roommate smashed off the fucking yard over some vanilla wafers that were open, which the police would have thrown away if his cellie had packed them into his property. So the kid probably fucking ate them. It was the right thing to do, period, hands down. And some blank commissary lists. Something you get from the goddamn staff. I mean, sometimes they are scarce, but it's fucking commissary lists. Like, you fill them out for when you go shopping. Blank ones. It's not like he had information like, oh, I owe so-and-so, I gotta pay so, it wasn't shit he owed or whatever the fuck. So he wanted this kid smashed. The kid was a real timid kid. And that was it. It was like he was trying to fucking intimidate him or some shit and scare him or some fucking goofy shit. But when the truth came out, oh, some vanilla wafers and some fucking commissary lists? Really? Alright, so what is that? That was like 4 we got. I think that was it, because I know there's 5 things. I'll never forget them. So those were the 4. Again, you got the paperwork. Michigan, oh, I'm BIA, whatever the fuck. Snubbing me on the weights, that's personal, so really that one might not count. Going to the shoe, in and out way too fast for what he was caught with. Trying to get his celly smashed for nothing. For shit that would have got thrown away anyway if the kid had packed it out. Number 5. This one's kind of personal too. I took it real fucking personal. So, because he was trying to be on gang time, he would sit at the gang members table in the chow hall, the white gang members table, instead of at the Michigan table. Kind of had like a Michigan-Ohio table going at that point in time. It got more reinforced in the forthcoming years, but the Michigan guys for the most part sat there. This was 17. We had an understanding with the gang members, you know, if somebody's got good paperwork and one of the guys from Michigan, Ohio, Indiana, something, if the first couple tables there were filled up and there was an open seat at the gang table, as long as it was a decent dude with good paperwork here that was verified that somebody had seen, they could come sit at the gang table for lunch, you know. But with that being said, you know, hurry up and eat and, you know, get out of the way, make way for actual other affiliated guys. Just a respect thing mutually, you know, like, hey, if you're gonna sit here, you're cool to sit here, but hurry up and eat, you know. I was one of them people. I'd been there, and especially towards the end, dude, I would go and sit, and I'd be in that chow hall the whole hour and a half sometimes, just kicking it. And especially within like my last year, if the Michigan table was full, motherfuckers would get up for me. I put that on everything. On God, that shit happened. Motherfucker would just sit down, full plate of food. I'd walk up with a full plate of food. Gotta love the fly here. Well, chicken, where'd you go? Come get this fly. It was a trip to me. It was a fucking trip, man. Motherfuckers would get up, be like, "Come on, McDougal, no, you're good." And I'm like, "Dude, eat your food, man." No, man, no, sit down. Huge confidence, ego booster, you know. But I was a stand-up dude, and I did all the right things, right time. So the tables in the chow, that's a fucking story in itself. But flyby, sitting at the gang table, there's an empty seat. New kid from Michigan also came within a few days, week, some shit. All this was like May of 2017. So this guy's name is Dwayne Werner. And I'm saying their names because I'm telling fucking facts here. I'm not slandering or shit. You know, this is the facts. Dwayne Werner showed me his paperwork. Now, I didn't get a shovel and fucking dig into it, no. But what I'm telling you is from what I seen, the kid was all right. And you know what? What else I can say about the kid was he got his goddamn paperwork. He got fucking something to show somebody, and that somebody was me, and he fucking got it lickety-split within the first day or two of being there. Flyby, meanwhile, had never showed me his paperwork, nor the other gang members. So, he's sitting at the gang table. Michigan table's full. Dwayne comes out of the chow line, full plate of food, trying to sit down and eat. Empty seat at the gang table. Michigan table's full. Already talked to Dwayne about this. Yeah, go ahead, man. So when he goes to sit down, Flyby says to him, "Hey, man, you can't sit here. This is a gang table." So Dwayne doesn't know what the fuck to do, so I think he walks over and just stands at our table. I might have given him a seat, or somebody had gotten up by that, but like, I really don't remember the details of that. But anyway, he's back at the table with us and says what the fuck happened. Well, here's the thing. When Flyby said this to Dwayne, there was 4 or 5 other gang. Yeah, it'd been 4. It was a 6-seater table. So if there's an empty seat and Flyby, 4 other gang members sitting at that fucking table. So I got Dwayne telling me this at lunch. I didn't even address Flyby right then because I was pissed. You got Never forget, Cracker came up to me on the weight pile that night. We gotta talk about your homeboy, man. So, yeah? Or it was that afternoon or some shit. You know, it doesn't really matter. You know, we gotta talk about your homeboy, man. Alright, what's up? You heard about what he did to that kid at the table? Yeah, man, that shit pissed me the fuck off, man. What do you want to do about it? Well, I think we should just go make him sit at the Christian tables. What? I said, what? No. Fuck that. We gotta get rid of this motherfucker. So I proceeded to tell Cracker about these other 4 infractions I just went at length describing to you. So Cracker's like, alright, yeah, I mean, if that's what you want. I said, fuck yeah, did he show you his paperwork? Cracker's like, no, he told me he showed you. I said, what? No, he ain't showed me shit, man. So that really pissed Cracker off because this guy was playing both sides of the fence. I shouldn't say fence because of prison, but you know, he was trying to play both sides. Oh no, I showed McDougal. And then to me, oh no, I'm with the gang members, whatever. So, that's it. I decided right then and there, we're about to smash this motherfucker. Or at least threaten to smash him and just get him to run off. Made a decision right there. That was how it was going to go. So, round up the guys. It was like me, Brady, Dave was out there. I can't remember if Dave had a broken leg yet, but anyway, this dude named Dave. Dwayne was out there. As the guys from Michigan, and then about 4 or 5 gang members. Oh man, Joe. Oh man, I can't think of his fucking real name. This dude named Joe something, man. Some bitch was wild. Long black hair. Hardcore dude. Super hardcore dude. We used to call him Joel, like the Dolly Parton song. But hardcore, fucking wild son bitch. I think Dirty might have been there. Cracker. I know Jay was there, and Jay comes into play momentarily. So we're all fucking clicked up on the yard, talking about this, deciding what we're gonna do. All right, we're gonna take him over to the handball wall, surround him, and tell him what it is. Cool. So send somebody in to get him on the rec move. He comes out. Yeah, what's up, guys? What's up? Yeah, we need to talk. Come here. So we walk over to the handball wall. He's like, man, what's this about? What's this about? Just come on back here. We need to talk about this. So he gets his back to the wall. There's 6 of us. Like I say, it's me, Cracker, Joel. Oh, fuck, man. Jay, for sure. And 2 other guys. Brady, maybe. Any fucking way. So we're surrounding him on the handball wall. And listen, I know you guys, if you guys know me, it's like, no, McDougal didn't, or you guys know me as Nick. No, Nick didn't do this. No, I took charge, and I said, listen here, man. We decided you've got to go. You've been causing a lot of problems, and this shit over the tables, yeah, you really pissed a lot of people off with that, man. You've got to go. So, this is where I fucked up. I told him, you got till 4:30, which is count time, to be off this yard. He's like, oh, man, can't we talk about this? And I said, no. We already talked about it. You've got to go. Now, mind you, I cannot stress this enough. The decision to run this motherfucker off the yard was mine. The gang guys, they just wanted him to sit at a Christian table, which is a huge slap in the face, by the way. That's a pretty fucking shitty punishment. But no, I thought he'd done enough shit that it was time to go. Oh man, that's how it's gonna be. Fuck yeah, that's how it's gonna be. So again, where I fucked up, I told him 4:30. And we're all like, you gonna go? You gonna go? Yeah, man, I'll go. So we all walk away. Them guys start walking the track. I'm standing over by the tables with Brady and some other guys. And we notice this motherfucking flyby. He's over at the basketball court shooting fucking hoops with some black dudes from Michigan. You know what this son of a bitch had done? He tried to jump sides and get on black Michigan time right there in the moment when we fucking told him we were running him up. Alright? Again, this is where I fucked up because I said that 4:30 shit, that gave him like an hour and a half, whatever the fuck it was. I should have said, you got to go right now. So, I want to say it was me and Brady. Anyway, we fucking see him playing basketball. Like, what the fuck? Walk over there, and I'm like, look, man, you know what? You need to go right now. Come over here. And I don't know why, but he actually walked over to the fucking cop shop with us, which was right by the tables where like we had our bags and water bottles and shit set up. So it was like me, Brady, and Dwayne were at the table, and Flyby is standing outside the cop shop. And he doesn't go in, though. So me and Brady walk up to him like, look, man, this ain't gonna go down how you think it's gonna go down, man. You need to just go in there, fucking say you can't be here, and that's that. And this is where Dave came up. Dave was like, yeah, man, don't worry, dude. I'll pack your stuff up, man, that, you know, don't worry about it. He's like, no, I want to go back inside and pack my stuff. And I said, look, it's not going to be like that, man. You need to go in this cop shop right now. It's going to be bad. Well, he wanted to play the tough guy, like, well, fuck that. I'm taking somebody with me. I'm like, all right, man, this ain't going to work out like that. Here's the craziest thing. This was not coordinated at all. This was so haphazard and fucking insane. I mentioned how Jay and the other gang members were walking the track. Jay comes running from across the yard. Terre Haute's got a huge yard, so this was a good eighth of a mile, maybe not quite a quarter, but he's the long side of the track. He's on the other side of the fucking yard. Jay comes running full tilt. Now Flyby's facing me and Brady. Fucking Jay came from this way. Superman punched this man in the side of the fucking face. It broke Jay's hand. It fucking shattered Jay's hand. But it fucking stumbled this dude hard. It didn't take him to the ground. But as soon as Jay hit him, again, this wasn't coordinated. This was me and Brady standing there, and Jay comes flying out of nowhere. Smokes this motherfucker. It didn't knock him down, though. So I just start wailing on him. And this is where I gained a hell of a reputation there, you know. I maybe should have thrown the first punch, you know. I handled the situation poorly in retrospect, but at the time I did the best that I could, that I knew to do. So as soon as Jay hit him, I started wailing on him. Jay's fucking shaking his hand. He fucking gets back to it. So I think he's swinging with his other hand, and we're fucking clocking him, and he's like fucking Flyby's falling on a table. We get him down on the ground. Jay is just fucking pounding his fucking ribs and shit. And I start kicking him. I start kicking him in the ribs, kicking him in the face. I never forget. I broke my big toe when I broke his nose because my fucking big toe hurt, and I'm so stupid. Here's a little lesson, boys and girls. You kick somebody in the face or anywhere. You don't kick with your fucking toes. The person is not a soccer ball. It will fuck your foot up. I found that out firsthand. So stomping is the better method. Not endorsing violence, but I hurt my foot on his face, for real. And, you know, this is a true story. I don't know how YouTube will treat something like this, but this actually happened. And me and Jay stomped this dude out of his fucking shoes. He ended up crawling into that fucking wreck cop, little cop shop on the yard, and left one of his shoes laying on the fucking yard. And I think me and Jay just started walking the track. And fucking cop escorts him off the yard. And they didn't recall the yard right away, but what they did do was they didn't have the 3 o'clock rec move. So when they did have the 3:30 recall, they had the handheld camera for all of us coming off the yard. We all had to show our knuckles, and it's called an upper body check, where you take your shirt off and be on camera too, to any stab wounds or any wounds, any marks will appear on video, and then they can pull it up later and be like, oh, yep, he must have been involved. Well, my knuckles were all red. Jay's hand was broken. They didn't notice. Our bodies didn't have no marks on them, so the camera fucking really didn't show shit. But they took everybody's name, whatever it was, 300 people on the yard. Everybody was on video, one by one. Say your name, register number, show me your hands, take your shirt off, as we came through the door. So me and Brady get back to the cell. I just start packing my shit, because I know this motherfucker's going to tell on us, and I know I'm going to the shoe. And I remember I had an open bag of dates, but it was like a new bag, so there's almost a full bag of dates. So I just started eating them. You know, it's open, so they're gonna throw it away. Might as well enjoy them. So I'm sitting there that whole count time thinking, yep, about to get locked up, about to get locked up, about to get locked up. Count clears. Yeah, they come to get me any minute. Whatever, we're sitting around waiting for dinner. Call dinner. Go to dinner. I'm just like, oh, fucking, they're gonna come get me, aren't they? Yeah. I never did. That anxiety is hard to explain. But they never came and got me, and I thought for sure they were going to. Me and Jay had laid into this dude pretty fucking bad. I don't know if he'd have to go to the hospital per se. He's fucked up pretty good though. And thought for sure they're gonna come get me. Day goes by, yeah, they're coming to get me, coming to get me. It's like 2 weeks later, Lieutenant Baker of SIS came up to me. It might have been longer than 2 weeks. Matter of fact, it might have been 2 months. Came up, showed me a picture of him. Hey, you know this guy? Yeah, I used to work out with that guy. What's up? Can you come back on the yard? Yeah, of course. Why not? All right then. And that was that. That was the only interaction I ever had with staff dealing with that guy. And the best I can tell you is this. When a white guy gets fucking crushed like that in prison, there's not too many questions to ask because shit always happens for a reason. Granted, there's probably plenty of people telling SIS what went on, but this shit just doesn't happen for the hell of it. Me and Jay never got locked up for it, and I have no doubt in my mind that Flyby told them exactly who did it to him. Nothing ever came of it. You know? And as the years have went on, I've thought, like, man, I'm a fucking piece of shit. I fucking hurt that dude. It is more violent than my crimes for sure. I mean, sticking a gun in somebody's face is pretty goddamn violent, but like actually putting your fists and feet to somebody the way I did, really fucking violent. I was in a couple other fights too, but those were totally different. This was straight up destroy this dude. This was something altogether different. And honestly felt guilty, like, man, we fucking hurt that guy bad. But when I also think about it, it's like, you know what? I gave him an out. Here's a line. Don't cross it. Go in that fucking cop shop right there. Go. This ain't gonna be good for you. And he crossed that line by refusing to go in there. So he got what was coming to him. You know? Sucks. Sucks to be capable of that. There's a time and place for everything. You know? And shit, actually the 2 other fist fights I was ever in were with friends of mine in there. So it wasn't like life and death. We weren't trying to hurt each other. But they were serious. Like, me and Coleman fought, I was trying to hurt him. I wasn't trying to kill him, though. When me and Red fought, same thing. But also fighting them guys, like, I knew they weren't trying to kill me either. That's stories for different times. But yeah, the most violent thing I ever did in prison was fucking beat this dude named Flyby off the yard. Hands and feet all over him. No weapon. I've never used a knife, never used any blunt instrument. Lock in a sock. Soap in a sock. No, I've never done none of that. But fuck this dude up real bad just a little over 6 years ago. I've never really talked about it with too many people. You know, so catharsis. Here we go. Let it out. 29 fucking minutes. Hell of a story. But it's a true story. And, you know, what I've been doing is taking that power, harnessing it for good. That destructive force, you know. Look at nuclear energy. Nuclear bombs. You know. Can go either way. Nuclear. It's pronounced nuclear. So, any fucking way. I definitely didn't mean this to be a 30-minute story. But, true story. Don't really regret it. Did what I had to do at the time. You know, he forced my hand. And he had the option to walk away. Didn't want to. Well, you pay. Whew, that was was a long one.